Hey guys, what's going on? Matthew or MP Brick Studios here, back with another LEGO Ninjago review here on the channel. And today we're going to be taking a look at set number 70677, the Land Bounty. This set comes with 1,138 pieces, 9 minifigs, and retailed for $130 in the US when it came out in 2019. But with that, we can get on to the review. So, starting off with this set, I just want to say that this is the start of a rabbit hole I can't get back out of because I love the Season 11 sets so much. I'm going to have to start rebuilding all of them now that I have this one rebuilt. And if you don't know, I loved collecting nearly every single Season 11 set. I'm just missing Lloyd's Titan mech. Hopefully I'll get that one someday. But it was my first kind of like, I wanted to get all of these. Some waves I did end up getting a bunch of the sets. Some waves I did end up getting all of them. But this one, I really wanted all of them. So, let's get into the review now. Sorry about that. But starting on the front, it's kind of hard to, I'll try and get it in a good angle. But you've got this nice big grill that you can just smash through things with. Some nice headlights, and then there's the windshield. I'll show you that when there's minifigures inside. Some lights, and then just a black finish. Then you've got these poles, or pipes I guess, going up with the wheels, and then kind of, I guess, mechanical detailing going to the wheels. And then here you have the kind of the red finish on top with the brown boat. This is still kind of just a boat stuck on wheels. So yeah. And then you've got these gold windows. These are all around the set. You can see another one back here. It says Land Bounty right here. Nice dragon design. And I'm not sure. I believe this is the set number of the original bounty. I'm going to look it up right now and just make sure. Alright, so it's not the original bounty, actually. It is the original Blacksmith shop. Not sure why that one was chosen, but it's a nice little reference there to one of the older sets. And then you can see there, as I'm dragging it along, you can see that this is spinning like that. And then back here you have these stairs. You can look at them from a slightly different angle there. There they are. I had to clear off a lot of my desk for this thing. This thing is massive. But there they are with the kind of going up there. And then you have this ladder right above the blade. Don't know why you would want to walk down there, but okay. Maybe when it's stopped, you know. But then you've got these railings. Very nice place to pose figures. I definitely liked putting figures here, having them fight the fire snakes, you know, walking down to attack them or something. You know, the stairs is a very interesting place to pose figures, with sets at least. So I always enjoyed that aspect of this. And then going further back, you have these lanterns, both at the front and back here. And then you've got this circular door, which were kind of their main place to get out of the bottom section of this in the show. Then you've got some weapons here. Using that weapons pack, we'll just pull them off and show you. So you've got a lightsaber hilt with two of these more longer, kind of larger swords there. And then over with this one, more of a scythe, but a taller scythe. So those are cool. Put them right back on there. Not sure if, I don't think that's right. Wait, yeah, that's right. There. And then there is a little bit of space if you wanted to try and get a figure in here. I'm using J for all my demonstrations. Try and get them in there, I guess. Oh no, there's not even studs there. My bad. Oh, there's a stud there. No. I mean, the farthest you can really get them is these two studs there. So, and then going back, these wheels are larger than these ones. You can see the tire completely fits here, but this one does not. And then actually, Whew, we got this. Let's do this. All right, around the back, you have 2 more ladders, which makes sense. Also, but doesn't make sense that figures can't get back here. Maybe if you remove those weapons, they could. And then you've got this engine here, like a big engine. And then when you turn it, it turns the big wheels at the front. Not the back ones, but those 2 sets of front ones. And then you've got these little kind of flag pieces, which you can flip down and I guess flip straight out. And then this buggy can come out and not fall on its head. And then you can actually place a figure on it and have them riding it. I don't want to put his hands on, but there you go. I always enjoyed this one. It was an interesting build to me because especially since Kai and Cole's vehicles from the season could fit inside of the bounty. I like that they did something, like, I guess you could, like, maybe see this as Kai's vehicle, just in a smaller scale, and, like, it can fit inside, you know? I like that they did something, and I definitely enjoy it. Sometimes you gotta get it in the right place, but there it is. Then up here you have a place for a spring-loaded shooter. And yeah, let's move up to the side of the upper level here. So starting on the back, you have these big thrusters and then a Sensei Wu hat. And then it comes to this point where you have a little translucent red tile there. Then it's got another one of those windshields inverted, and then more red boat and everything there. Looking top view from everything, you've got kind of the, I guess, what I think of as the monastery roofing. So that's what that is. Back here it gets a little bit messy with Technic, but I'll show you why. And then up here you still have more figure posing space. I'm actually going to get the camera in a good way. Alright, so here's a good place to look at it. And you can, just a bunch of places to pose figures, and you can spin this thing, this cannon around, not all the way around, but a pretty good motion. I remember this in the show a lot, and I remember using it a lot. I love this thing. And then moving up, you have just a little plant. Maybe that's how Sensei Wu gets his tea. And yeah, just a bunch of space to pose figures. Oh, and then there's a sword over there. So yeah, I like it a lot. Let's look at the other side because I believe there is something different with it. So for the actual difference, we actually have to go inside to see it. But of course, there are no katanas here, and there's not another one of these windows. On the other side, there was. So now it's just a gear. But let's start inside of this. So removing it, you can just grab it right here, and boom, it's off. So this can be removed because it is a jet. I'm sure a lot of you knew that. Nice detailing on all of it, but it does get bogged up with Technic in the back, especially when you look at it like this. I mean, that's a lot. But then you can push down on these red parts, or I guess these gray parts, and then shoot out the engines. You can do that on the bigger build as well while it's on everything else, just to give it bigger thrusters. So, and it's just overall got some nice detailing on the outside. So we've got some red, just still holding that boat shape. Then there's a place for Wu to stand up here. Gonna be really careful. This is an expensive Wu figure, but yeah, he can stand up there. And I guess this is not really where you would pilot the ship, but in the show, it makes you, in the set on the box, it makes you think this is where you would pilot the ship. At least for this, the flying part, I believe it would probably be there, maybe inside. But inside, you've got 2 seats, and then this one has a control panel in front of it. Can't really see it super well. And then there is my biggest pet peeve with this. Like, this is probably the worst part of the set. And they're not even that bad. They do look pretty cool in my mind. I think they look great. so I don't mind too much. But yeah, that's the worst part of the set. And yeah, there's the jet. I like it a lot. It was very enjoyable when I got this set. And then looking at the fabric element here, you've got kind of dragon tails going through, and then just those red painted lines, and then Wu's symbol right there. And looking on the one on the main build, you have more dragon tail, and it does actually lead into its body with some arms, and then it's got those red lines again. But now for what I'm sure everyone's been waiting for, we can get on into the interior. Starting at the back here, least exciting to most exciting. Back here, that gear over here, we can actually just turn that and it will raise this up. Then you can turn it and not shoot yourself, hopefully shoot the camera or not shoot anything. Okay, that works. But yeah, you've got a nice turret. Definitely nice in the place of the jet. Doesn't look terrible, but also doesn't look the best. You can definitely stand a figure back here if you push it down a little bit. Can't turn all the way back then. But if you put a figure here, you could have it go all the way around. So maybe they can be controlling it, you know, reach out and then press it or something. I don't know. But yeah, that was honestly one of the worst parts of this set to me when I was younger, because, I mean, it hasn't been that long, but still, I wanted the interior space and just stuff in there instead of this dumb little turret. Still not great in my eyes, but it's definitely good for play. I never used it that way, though. Like, I never actually shot it. But then removing this, we can see the interior in here. Between the rooms, there's kind of just tan flooring. Nothing to see there. We got some sand green and tan flooring here. And then we have weapons racks, which I will actually remove so you can see them. Kind of broke there, but you have the kind of helmet crest there, then Kai's sword, and Nia's spear there. You'll see these, they don't hold them in the set. They actually hold silver katanas, but these are included so that you can give them to them. So placing that back right there, I'll grab this one. I can't exactly see it there. This one didn't break. This one we've got Jay's chain thing. So yeah, there. Try and get it back there. There we go. And then next to the Nia and Kai one, we've got a Master Wu's T on the furnace. Thought there was trans orange studs there. Huh. Maybe I built it wrong. I don't know. And then on this side, I'll actually flip it around to show you. And then on this side, you actually have a video game thing, which you can remove. It's kind of difficult. You have to kind of pry it out of there. But here it is. Please focus. There. So you've got just two ninja fighting. Clearly the green ninja is winning over the red ninja. And then you've got a big button and then arrows. So pretty simple. But definitely a nice little build and nice inclusion. Accurate to the show too. There. See? Kind of have to pry it open a little bit. And then you've just got two blue seats, which actually have a lot of control detailing. You have this lever here, and then a steering wheel, and then you've got the little control in front of that one. Then you do have another control board, which I'll actually remove the window to show you that. We'll grab it like this, and it just clips on like that. So there is the other control panel. Please focus. There we go. And it says 103 on it. So there's that. But that's about all I think I have to say about this set. So let's get on to the minifigures. So here are the first two minifigures included in this set. We have Season 11 Nia and Season 11 Kai. So at the time that this set released, Nia was exclusive to the set. And for most people, she continued to stay exclusive to the set. But for people in Europe, they got to purchase her in a little pack thing with a magazine. So that's nice for them, but for all purposes here in America, she was exclusive to the set. So she's a pretty cool minifigure. I definitely love her hood. I love how it's all gunmetal gray. That looks great. And then the standard movie face that we were getting since then. Removing that, we're going to look at her torso. Really, the only exclusive part of her is this hood, because she did get the torso and legs, and then, of course, the same head as an FS figure. And I genuinely like her torso a lot. It really gives me the water feel, like she's from a place with a ton of water in it and everything. Not too much to say, but it's overall a really good figure. Definitely love the little wave emblem there. So, yeah, great figure. Great inclusion as well. But that's just what I have to say about this figure. I definitely like it. It's one of the better Season 11 figures. And then Kai. I'm probably biased about this figure. He is a good figure, but I have so many of this figure that I'm just not even... Alright. Well, he's got his K on his, the Ninjago letter K. That's the letter N. My bad. I'm gonna let that blooper slip through right there. But he's got nice pouches and everything, and I am very interested with this one because it's not like the others. The others all have something that kind of conveys who they are and everything. He's just a red ninja. It's kind of just a basic ninja, and it doesn't even show that he's the master of fire because his powers were stolen for most of the season. Of course, that there, but I mean, most of the time that's like half covered. So like from the front aspect, he's not really the master of fire, which is very interesting for a figure, or at least I think. So both very good figures, and I like them a lot. But let's get on to the next two. Next up, we have Season 11J and FS Cole. Now, FS Cole is exclusive to the set, and it's really just this hood. His torso and legs and everything is the same, but this hood is exclusive to the set and makes him exclusive. Now, the biggest problem with these for me is they are so hard to get clean. I mean, look at that. I cannot clean that. I'm going to do my best and show you how it happens. Alright, so I spent quite a bit of time, but it's still not perfect. Like, these things are really hard to clean. But there he is. Looking at J, he has the Ninjago letter J on his hood there. Looking at his face, just a Ninjago movie face. Love the legs. I like how they're dark blue compared to the torso that's regular blue. That's a very interesting part of this J. I don't think anyone else in this season did it. No, actually, I don't think anyone did it. So I think that's very interesting for J. And then you can see very nice continuous torso print to the legs. He almost looks like he's about to go skydiving because of the vest looking thing he's wearing. And then he's got a nice little smiley face and a lightning bolt. Turning around, we can look at the back print. Again, looks like he's going to go skydiving, just doesn't have like his little pack on. Doesn't have a full pack, but yeah, it's really kind of weird, but I definitely like it. And then Cole on his back, he has this little sack for food, and it's got a spoon and a fork on it, which is nice. And then carabiners to be like when he's climbing. So overall, I think these figures are very good. Cole was a nice inclusion in this set. I think he's the one, this is the most expensive set for the wave, I believe. And so the Cole was really the hardest one to get. But he is not the most expensive figure in the wave. But yeah, let's get on to the next minifigures. Next up, we have Season 11 Wu, and we have Ashira. Now, looking at Wu, I'm going to remove his hat. He has a dark tan hat. He is exclusive to this set. And he's got a nice face print, the one that we've been seeing since now, I guess. This was the first figure. Beard and everything. You can kind of get what the torso is showing. I'm not going to take them apart because this cape is expensive. legs and everything. You can see I still have them separated right there. But no, I'm not taking the cape off, sorry, so I'm not going to show the front, but there is the back, so you can kind of get what it's showing. So there he is. His accessories are his usual brown staff and a coffee mug, or I guess tea mug. Then Ashira, I have a ton of her. I could throw her across my yard and care less. We have the Scroll of Forbidden Spinjitsu here in the fire version. One side of this staff is gold, the other is orange. Very nice. Then just the vinyl piece with the scroll. Very accurate. I like how these look a lot, actually. These are some of my favorite things to have in my collection. They're just so cool. I like how they are. And then Ashira, definitely powered up with some fire. And then there's her torso print. Nice, looking like she's erupting with flames. And same around back. So, definitely two very good minifigures. Ashira wasn't super exciting. She was in a $30 set. So, I honestly don't even know why she's that expensive now. She's like 30 bucks now. So, and that's the set she came in. So I don't understand why she was so expensive, but yeah, let's get on to the next two. Next up we have Char and a Pyro Destroyer. Char has his staff here. That's what that looks like. And then he's got an all black color scheme as the general kind of like second in command. He does have the standard armor piece as every other snake, except for the ones that don't come with an armor piece. And the light shines through very well. I like it, but like the light doesn't work unless you're straight on the side like this. So like with his eyes, they usually just look black and it doesn't look great. I think they learned with that because then the Hydro Whippers were not translucent colors. They were opaque colors. But removing that, we'll look at his torso. Very nice. I like the wraps and then the Ninjago. I believe does that says fire right there. And then there's a fire symbol there. And around his back, same. So, really cool. Are they the exact same? No, they're not the exact same. Okay. But they're really close. But yeah, there's Char. He's a very nice minifigure. Probably one of the cheapest snake tail minifigures ever. He's cheaper than Ashira, and she doesn't even get a real snake tail. And then the Pyro Destroyer. I'm not going to go over this guy too much. Just a basic fire snake, right? He's got the nice head and everything. I don't even need to remove this because we have one without it anyways. But there, he's got the kind of mummified body there, erupting with flames. So yeah, overall, two really good minifigures. Really, Char is the better of these two. But yeah, let's get on to the last minifigure. I have 5 words, same as the last one. And then I do want to show you that how this spinner works. Cole does get his Spinjitsu spinner here, and you can just set up a few enemies, I guess, and go ahead and attack them if that's what you want to do. I'll just spin him by his head, see how that works. Okay, that wasn't a great spin. We'll do another one. There you go. So what are my overall thoughts on this set? This set is genuinely one of the things that made Season 11 for me. I mean, like, I love this thing so much. And, I mean, for $130 back in the day, now it's probably $230, something like that, $250. I would totally recommend it. Like, I mean, if you're remotely thinking about it, you will not be disappointed. $250 is completely worth it. I know I didn't have to pay that, but I totally think these nice minifigures, if you don't even want the minifigures, let's say you already bought the Woo because you thought you were never going to get this set, you can go sell him for like 70 bucks. And from sealed, like, that's a really good, it's really good. And then let's say you already have an Ashira, you can go sell her too. Char, you can go sell him, right? So you can really make your money back on this, and I think anyone who is thinking about getting this right now, go ahead and get it. This thing is totally going to go up in price. I don't know how it's so low. This is an amazing set. But those are just my thoughts, so let me know what you think down below in the comments. And thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!